I was thinking, yeah, you feel me? Let's get it, nigga. Gotta keep out the first. Day-to-day stuff, but I did find some. This is the way to go. Cause someone protecting myself, baby, watching your steps. This is the way we chose. Style from mile in, chill. Friends, some people don't move. Showers, touch the roots and things. Rains, change my acts from last year. Trees, they lose leaves. Big trips correct, stand tall. Coming, I want to witness, see the signs that different. Life crazy, it's a kids, I stay near. Missing father is a weak member. I'm members on this path, my feet tell. Add to my mouth moving, not speed there. Got work to do, gotta get my tools. People who watching you, then plus struggling in life. Mercy, yeah, this is but it didn't make me fold. Protecting myself, baby. Watch out. Watch in the fight. This is the way we try. My brothers take one. Verse 14 now, years later.
Tubi, what's going on with that music?
Been drawn, I got my hands.
What going on?
It'll play and it go out. It play, it go out.
Oh man. Oh man.
I got you, Hebrew. I got you. I got you.
If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and will heal their land. Where all this pride coming from, huh? We denied the sun from the jump, number one. Number two, we worship all these falsified deities, sending vain praises up, worshiping our enemies. Three, we glorify, put our trust in man, idolizing doctrines that's abominable to man, and we puffed up like we done something, even though the prophets told us that the Lord would turn from us, utterly destroy us, homeland desolate, told us he would scatter us. Tell me, what you thought that meant? Most these pastors teaching nonsense in the pulpits, ministers of Satan, that's who they be fooling with, doctrines of devils, demons in your reign, sin and iniquity, never-ending pain, pray the Lord forgive me, I blaspheme his name, in my holy ignorance, have mercy on me, man, have mercy on me, man. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, that he may exalt you in due time, casting all your care upon him, for he cares for you. I was a sinner and I know it, trying to change though. Read scripts, trying to apply them to my life, so I had to make some changes, call it audible. Cause some things I was doing was abominable. Had a slice of humble pie, you should try it, be sure. It's that inner self that you should be trying to reach. It's that daily bread that we should be trying to eat. The spirit mindset we should be trying to keep. All this hatred is of Satan, he deceived us all. But if we believe on the Son, he gon' redeem us all. Glorified bodies, but are you teachable? Or do you just wanna do what you wanna do? That's a question we gotta ask ourselves, because that sounds like self-worship, and that's a path to hell. Well, as for me, I'm a humble on down, and with a trembling heart pray for my crown. Now, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. For it is God which worketh in you, both to will and to do of his good pleasure. Do all things without murmurings and disputings, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of God, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world, holding forth the word of life, that I may rejoice in the day of Christ, that I have not run in vain, neither labored in vain. Yea, and if I be offered upon the sacrifice and service of your faith, I joy and rejoice with all of you. For the same cause also do ye joy and rejoice with me. And rejoice with me. And rejoice with me.
Yes, sir. Kick it off, Tubi.
Hallelujah. I don't know what's going on with my connection. Can y'all hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, all praise. Man, look. Y'all see the title? Want all smoke. But, you know, we just coming on, man, trying to address this naysayer, this heretic, non-messianic maniac that came in rebel rousing in the chat yesterday, and who called itself making a review video of the lesson that me and the young lion did last night. So, you know, me and the brothers went on there on the channel, and you know, he was calling us out. We went on the channel and, you know, was asking some questions that the brother was, I ain't gonna call him no brother, but the guy was ballerina dancing around. Like, would not straight up answer none of the questions that we had. And tonight, you know, the guy say he's gonna come on and we gonna have a discussion, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So what we gonna do is we gonna dispel this false doctrine of Torah only or the non-anointed Hebrews. That's what we gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I got questions, I want answers, and we gonna try to find them. All right. That's all I got, Hebrew.
Yeah, these Talmudic lights. Speaking Yiddish.
Right.
Very shittish.
Right.
Yeah. That's a bar, huh? You need to put that in the track.
Yeah, you can borrow it. You know, I don't rap.
Yeah, the Talmudic lights. And what's so crazy is the guy. One of the guys said, "Oh, y'all reading that English Bible. Y'all reading that English Bible, but everything you're saying is in English."
Yes,
like,
sir.
Speak to me, not something that you reading. Speak to me a full sentence in Hebrew, and then I'll take you serious.
He can't speak real Hebrew. He gonna speak that Yiddish. If he was really speaking it.
If he was really speaking it.
Right. Because, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't even know what got into me getting on that thing last night. One thing I did was just piss myself off. That's it.
No, man, you got to go in there. You got to put a hedge around the Torah, man. Put a fence around. You got to go. Sometimes you got to go to the enemy's den and show them, hey, we ain't no pushover. But
Right.
at the same time, y'all sitting up here bearing false witness.
Right. And even with their Yiddish stuff that they coming with, dude over there reading, and then he gonna say, after I bring him to Psalm 110 and 4, he reading it in the Yiddish that he reading, then he gonna say, "Oh, I'm not sure." How the hell you gonna teach me something? And you ain't sure what you read. Like you ain't sure you're reading it correct. Like, how you gonna teach somebody? You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's craziness, right? Earlier on in their review that they was doing, they went to Genesis, right? And they was going at each other in Genesis, trying to figure out who
is Melchizedek?
What's going on? Like, I mean, the brothers was confused, and they supposed to be Torah only, man. There's supposed to be some scholars. That's crazy, man. But I'm right here, fam. Go ahead and get
the questions I had for the brother, like, okay, if the Messiah didn't come, when is he coming? What? Give me some prophecy, show me where he's gonna show up. And all the dude said was the third temple or something. What did he say? The third temple.
Right. He said, "Do y'all believe in the third temple?" Tuvi said, "The Antichrist is gonna sit somewhere." Right?
Yeah, the Antichrist got to sit somewhere.
Yeah. And I asked dude say, what did he say? He said, David is the Messiah. Like, basically, David gonna be the Messiah. David gonna be the Messiah ruling in Israel.
That's what he said.
Yeah, and even when he was going to them Ezekiel, when he was getting in Ezekiel and doing all that tap dancing, grabbing 2 verse, he went to Ezekiel, I think that's 44. And that was straight up dealing with the Most High giving instruction to the kings of Israel. What they're supposed to do when it comes on to his feast days and stuff.
Can I show y'all something right quick? Let me show y'all what we were dealing with. I won't let it come out the horse's mouth. I'm gonna show y'all what we was dealing with last night. They got it right from they master the devil and they children. Let me show you what he got there. What we were going up against last night with this right here. Listen.
So the Black Hebrew Israelites are asking, why no respect, Rabbi? We're Jews. You guys stole our identity. And we say, you're still Christian. You just have a new argument. How are you still Christian? As I said before, you still follow the New Testament. You still follow your Yoshke, your Jesus, and you call him all types of names. And the problem is, when you follow the New Testament, it's idolatry, and it's full of heresy, and it's full of mistakes. You want some proofs that we didn't steal your identity and you're still following Christianity? Very simple. In our Holy Torah, it says very, very simple things that are provable. For example, the location of Me'arat HaMachpelah. In Genesis chapter 23, verse 19, it says that the Me'arat HaMachpelah, the cave of Machpelah, is in Hebron. Now, this is something you can check. You can either go online or you actually can go to the cave of Machpelah. But in your false testament, it says in Acts chapter 7, verse 16, that the Me'arat HaMachpelah is in Shechem, which is a completely different city. So obviously you see here that there's a human mistake. Now, of course, you're going to say, yeah, but there was some guy and there was some this, there was some argument. The bottom line is, if a book has mistakes in it, it's certainly not from God. You want another mistake? Very simple. We'll give you another one for free. Same price. In Genesis chapter 46, verse 27, Exodus chapter 1, verse 5, Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 22, it all says that Jacob went down to Egypt with 70 people. 70. 7-0. But in your Acts of the False Testament, chapter 7, verse 14, it says 75. Did your God forget how to count? 70, 75? It's a little bit different. You see, we didn't steal your identity. We simply remain Jews, and you remain Christians that have been trying to kill us, murder us, and do all types of things spiritually and otherwise for the last 2,000 years. Now again, if you would like to become Jews, you're more than welcome to go through an Orthodox conversion and observe the Torah and the Torah only, not the False Testament. You're welcome to come. We've helped quite a few people from your kind, from other kinds, convert all over the world. But don't come tell us that the New Testament is some Jewish religion. It's simply Christianity with a new look.
That's what he was telling us last night.
Basically, same thing. Same thing. That's what he was telling. Same thing.
That's
and he was they were speaking the same shittish that guy was speaking.
Hey, man, them boys there, man. They lost cause, man. Like the Messiah called them CA, man, condemned already. You feel me? It's all simple.
Yeah, the condemned already coalition.
Yeah, you feel me? So even all these things that they talking and they saying and all this stuff. I mean, there's prophecies that's listed in Torah that I need them to explain. You see what I'm saying? Because last night they had admit that prophecies must be fulfilled. And they also said straight up that they ain't waiting for the Messiah, they waiting for a Messiah. If I'm not mistaken, I heard them say that.
Yep.
So then they went on the whole rant talking about David gonna be the king, ruling this, that, and the third, and whatnot. So I asked them if David is dead, yes or no. He said yes. Then he went on to say, I asked him, I said, because according to what you're reading, you said, according to the script, it says David shall be their only shepherd. I said, where is David at right now? David dead. Okay, so we're shepherdless. He said yes. So with that being said, you mean you trying to drag us in some sheep leading sheep type stuff? But how you gonna differ the sheep from the wolf who just in the sheep clothes? You feel me? Like, nah, you ain't gonna come around here with that and just slide off like that. It ain't gonna work that way. It ain't gonna work that way. Nah, we don't get down like that. So real around these parts.
Man, what in the world is he got going on over there? He choking a pig?
All right, so where you want to kick it off at, man?
Now y'all got it.
We go back to that Ezekiel. Go back to that Ezekiel that they run to last night, saying David is basically going to be running the show. Saying everything basically derived around David running the show. So they went to Ezekiel chapter the 30. They went to 37 first, I believe. I think it was Ezekiel 37 and 24 and 25.
Yeah, they went to Ezekiel 37, 24, Ezekiel 34, 23. Talking about David is the prince.
Right. Which in the question still wasn't answered. If David is the prince, who the king is? Who's the king?
He the king too.
Who is the king?
He the king too.
That's what, according to what they're saying, that's what they're saying. So basically, David is prince and king, and David is going to resurrect himself. Because David dead and buried, correct?
Yeah, David. According to Acts chapter 2, David is in his in the ground, Hebrew.
Okay. I just want to make sure I ain't slipping now. We over here in Ezekiel 37. Ezekiel 37 and verse, matter of fact, see, the other thing is this: they grabbing 2 verses out of these chapters, and they ain't getting no. Yeah, put that up on the screen, bro. They ain't getting no context of what they're reading. They just cherry picking and jumping around, right?
But see, they see David and they actually think that this is going to be David.
Mm-hmm.
They don't see this and understand that when Ezekiel is prophesying this, David been dead.
Right.
So when Ezekiel is prophesying this, Ezekiel is prophesying someone that will come from the lineage of David that will be king over Israel.
That's it. That's why when they read these verses, man, all these grammars and all these stuff, they don't pay attention to none of that stuff. Because I mean, I don't know. Something might be wrong because it's a bunch of stuff that I hear them say that I was just looking like, oh my goodness, it can't be that serious. You know what I'm saying? I like it can't be that serious. Like they ain't that dumb. It can't be that dumb. But
Well,
eventually it seemed like it.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Nah, I was about to say I can argue with you on that. Could be that dumb.
Yeah. I'm convinced. But so this is Ezekiel 37, right? Dealing with the dry bones. The Most High do Ezekiel asking him about the dry bones, prophesying to the bones to a bone, all these stuff, right? Now, matter of fact, man, I ain't trying to get too long-winded, but hey, can we pick this up at verse 1, man? We pick it up at verse 1 and read it on down. Ezekiel 37 in verse 1. Right? It says, and the hand of the Lord was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones, and caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord God, thou knowest. Again he said unto me, prophesy unto these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord God unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. And I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bones to his bone. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. Then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus saith the Lord God, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived, and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army. Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say, our bones are dry, and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts. Therefore prophesy and say unto them, thus saith the Lord God, behold my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel. And ye shall know that I am the Lord when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves.
Hey, quick question, Hebrew.
Go ahead, bro.
Where is David right now?
What you say, bro?
Where is David right now?
Come on, man. Come on, bro.
Is he in a grave?
Come on, man.
Will he be included in the whole house of Israel?
Hey, look, man. These guys, bro, they reading all this stuff and is yet without understanding. Literally. Literally. You see what I'm saying? Because according to their argument last night, and where they make it seem is like David running the show, and David gonna do everything. So David gonna resurrect himself? Because he dead and he in the grave. That's in your Torah.
Come on, man.
That's in your Torah. Right? It says, verse 14, and shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. Then shall ye know that I, the Lord, have spoken it and performed it, saith the Lord. The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions, and join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand. And when the children of Israel, and when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these? Say unto them, thus saith the Lord God, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel, his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in mine hand. And the sticks whereon thou writest shall be in thine hand before their eyes, and say unto them, thus saith the Lord God, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side, and bring them into their own land. And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king to them all. And they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms anymore at all. Neither shall they defile themselves anymore with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions. But I will save them out of all their dwelling places, wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them. So shall they be my people, and I will be their God. And David my servant, this is where they go at, and David my servant shall be king over them, and they all shall have one shepherd. They shall also walk in my judgments, and observe my statutes, and do them. And they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob my servant, wherein your fathers have dwelt, and they shall dwell therein, even they and their children and their children's children forever. And my servant David shall be their prince forever. So we see David being a prince, right? Forever. David gonna be their prince forever. So who the king? Who's the king? Who is David taking order from? Or who is setting up David?
That's the question to ask. Who's setting up David to be a prince?
That's why I said, man, the whole tap dancing, nah, that ain't gonna slide around here. Who's setting up David right here? Which in primarily they're probably gonna tell you Yahweh, right? You say, oh, Yahweh, okay, cool and fine. We'll let you have that. We'll let you have that. But let's back it up on a little bit, right? Because the whole Melchizedek thing that they tap danced around, and they make it into a big mumbo jumbo, right? According to their liking. Okay, drop that. Let's back it up a little more then. Let's go back to the beginning. Who was conversating in Genesis 1? Go all the way back over there and explain to us who was conversating over there. Or that conversation that was going on was between who? Yahweh and David? Because we're going to read later on, right, about who was set up from everlasting. So you telling me that that was David? There's prophecy in the Torah, which I would like to ask you, show me where David fulfilled all these. Right? But they ain't going to be able to. You see what I'm saying? They ain't going to be able to. Because these are just a whole bunch of heretics. See what I'm saying? Like Brother Jacob would call them rebel rousers. You understand? But this the two verse that they went to, and they saying, oh, David is going to be running the show. Under whose authority? I can't remember getting an answer from them. That's why you got in the scripture where it talks about the sure mercies of David. David had to obtain mercy from somewhere or from someone because he tripped up a little bit.
Hey, did y'all notice how they tap dance around that Deuteronomy 34?
Come on, man. They don't want
I kept asking, like, who go to Deuteronomy 34. Go to Deuteronomy 34. They would not go to Deuteronomy 34 and tell me who is the prophet that the Most High raised up that is like unto Moses.
Their silly answer. I think their silly answer was everybody after Moses.
But how could that be? How could that be when none of those men were lawgivers?
Come on. That's what they said, bro. That's what their answer was. Everybody after David, after Moses, I mean.
And the man that Moses actually laid his hands on and received only the spirit of wisdom. Right there in that next verse, after he received the spirit of wisdom, there said there rose not a prophet like unto Moses in all of Israel.
In how much of Israel?
All of Israel.
They ain't trying to deal with none of that, man.
No, they really not.
They ain't trying to deal with none of that.
And then I asked the guy, what is the Hebrew renderings for salvation in Exodus 14 and 13? The man went and looked up a totally different word. He didn't go to the scripture. He just went and looked up a totally different word.
Right.
Did not want to say what the Hebrew word for salvation is that it translates to from in Exodus 14 and 13. He didn't want to do that. Tell me what that H34.
They ain't dealing with it.
Yeah, let's go there, Hebrew. Exodus 14 and 13.
All right.
I said Akina said David was the cloud by day and the pillar of fire by night.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Is it Exodus 14?
Exodus 14 and 13.
All right. It's the book of Exodus chapter 14 and verse 13. And it reads, and Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord.
See the what?
See the salvation of the Lord.
All right, now Hebrew, I see you got your curse on there. Go on, click on it. What that say?
Strong's H3444. Yeshua.
Say what? Play that again.
Strong's H3444. Yeshua.
Or Yeshua. Oh. salvation, deliverance, welfare, prosperity, deliverance, salvation by Yah.
Mm-hmm.
So Moses told the children of Israel,
Strong's
stand.
834:44. Yeshua. Yeshua.
Right.
So Moses told the children of Israel, stand still and see Yeshua of Yahuwah.
Come on, man. Right. But again, man, these fellas, bro.
Strong's H 3068. Yehovah. Yehovah.
The existing one.
Right.
Now I want all them Hebrew speaking guys over there. I'm not gonna call them brothers. I'm not, because Matthew 12:50 says, "Who is my mother, my brother, my sister? They that do the will of the Father, the same is my mother, my brother, and my sister." And then when you read in John 6, the Messiah says, what is the will of the Father? The will of the Father is to believe on him that the Father has sent. So if you don't believe on the Messiah, I just can't. If you don't believe on the Messiah, you're not keeping no commandments, I can't call you no brother. I can't call you no sister.
Straight up.
I don't care how much a Hebrew Israelite you call yourself, and how many fringes you wear, and how many Shabbats you keep. You not believing in the Messiah. I refuse to call you my brother, because you're not doing the will of the Father.
Man, here's the thing that get me, right? Here's the thing that get me. Because I heard one of the guys said, I can't even remember the dude's name or whatnot, that ain't even necessary. Them CA guys over there, right? They say, one of them say, oh, so and so, they heard the language and they're terrified. They hear you speaking the language and they're terrified. You talking about the Yiddish that you're talking? Yeah, they heard it and they're terrified. So when he started reading, right? When he started reading in the Yiddish, and that joke gonna say, I'm not sure what that is. So how you manage the deal? You ain't sure what you're reading, you don't sure what nothing is. Then you gonna talk about, y'all reading in English, this, that. Have a conversation in Hebrew with us then. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's nonsense. It's insanity. You read one little, maybe say two words in Hebrew, then the rest of your conversation is in English.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if it's just that simple. Bruh. If we don't need to be speaking English, if the English is, you know what I mean, yada yada yada, blah blah blah, then every word other than a translation, every word needs to be in Hebrew.
Come on, man.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So let's see if David gonna take pleasure in his people, or is David gonna meet us with salvation? Let's see. Let's look at the word Lord.
Yehovah.
Here you go again.
Yehovah.
Strong's H 3068. Yehovah. Yehovah.
So Yah taking pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with who? Salvation. But who is this salvation? It's going to be with who? Yeshua. We already know. Let's read it again. Let's hear it again. I want this to sink into them nuts.
Strong's H 3444. Yeshua. Yeshua.
Okay, I can't read David. I don't see David. Where's David? Somebody
Can you read that? Can you read that verse, Hebrew?
For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation.
He didn't say David, huh?
No, I ain't see David.
Okay.
David, we got a problem. Because these Talmudites running around here saying some things they ought not be saying. Then you go sit there and blaspheme against Paul, but I got a question for these guys. If is Paul a disciple Hebrew? Is Mark, Luke, and John, James, all them guys, are they disciples? Yes, they are disciples. Is this thing still going? Okay. I don't know.
Yeah. We here with you, bro.
Oh, okay. All right. So we see that these guys are disciples in the New Testament, right? So these guys had to be sealed with something. So let's go to Isaiah chapter 8.
So
let's jump down here to verse 16. So we got a problem here, since you said the New Testament is garbage. It's all Greek mythology, was what they were saying. What they saying. So if these guys are disciples, listen to it. Bind up the testimony, seal the law among my disciples. Who's talking here?
Right.
Who? Wait a minute now. Somebody, we got a problem.
And who are the disciples?
Yeah.
Because according to their Torah and what they're saying, they keep saying the prophets. The prophets. Right? Who the disciples are? Who the disciples that he's talking about right here? Who this talking about?
Cause see, I got a verse that fits all of them well. We're gonna jump down here to verse 20. To the law and testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it's because there is no light in them.
What's that word for law? What's that word for law right there, brother?
I think it'll be Torah.
Strong's H 8451. Torah.
Oh my goodness.
Law, direction, instruction, direction, human or divine, body of prophetic teaching, instruction in messianic age,
And what?
Instruction in messianic
in David's age.
No, messianic age.
No, it's saying in David's age.
Body of priestly direction or instruction, body of legal directives, law of burnt offering, a special law, codes of law, customary, Deuteronomic or Mosaic law. But hey, the shots fired right here with this what? Instruction of messianic age.
Come on, man.
So bind up the testimony and seal the law amongst my disciples.
What was the Messiah doing when he came on the earth? He was giving the people instructions in Torah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Boy, so this is a testimony. Let's see what they say.
Strong's H 8584. Teudah.
Biblical outline use of testimony, confirmation, testimony, prophetic, injunction. Okay.
A precept.
Go ahead.
It says a precept. So a testimony is a precept. So the New Testament is a precept of the Old Testament.
Come on, man.
Oh, you reading this right here.
Come on, man.
Precept, usage, testimony. Okay, I got you.
If they're testimonies, they got to be a testator too.
Got to be a testator.
I guess that's David too. Even though he dead, that's still him. We talk about a dead man. So even the people who worship the dead and all that stuff, they get a free pass because, I mean, the dead one too. It don't make sense, man. It does not make any sense.
Yeah, we gonna talk.
My thing would be, right, if David, he was a righteous man, but if he was so righteous to be the anointed Messiah, and who was to be found no sin,
Mm-hmm.
why could David not build the temple?
Come on, bro. That's still Torah, right?
How did the anointed Messiah not control his loins and his lust when he went and killed a man for his wife?
Come on. Like I was saying today, man. At the end of the day, when you look at it, bro, even the way these men, because it's plenty of sisters that didn't complain on these non-messianic dudes, right? How they be running through them, this, that, and the third, passing them around the whole 9 yards. Till these sisters even turn their back on the Torah and the New Testament, as they call it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Back
it's
in
like,
the world.
Yeah, but it makes sense of what Mashiach was telling us, his true disciples, that we gotta beware of men because they will what? Gather us up and we be what? Burned.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? These what he was warning us against. These men who crept in unawares.
I knew dude wasn't gonna come, man. But then I want to read this, right? John chapter 10.
Yeah.
John chapter 10. And this exhortation for all of those that faithfully follow the Messiah.
Yes, sir.
John chapter 10, I'm gonna start at verse 1. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber.
Right.
Some other way would be trying to find a Messiah and not the Messiah.
There you go. There you go.
That's some other way.
There you go.
Some other way would be veggie Jesus and not the real Messiah that's prophesied and came and lived and died, resurrected,
right,
as written about in this Bible that we read. The same Bible that woke us up to being the Hebrew Israelites that we call ourselves.
Right.
The same Bible. The same Bible that woke us up got the Old and the New Testament in it. This same Bible.
Come on, man.
Right? Verse 2, it said, but he that entereth in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. We were just reading about that shepherd. Huh? He would give Israel one shepherd.
Yeah.
To him, verse 3, to him the porter openeth. To him the porter openeth. We're going to see. We all know who talking right here. So we're going to see if David is that shepherd.
Come on, bro.
Is he going to say that David is the shepherd, or is he going to say somebody else is the shepherd? Verse 3, to him the porter openeth, and the sheep hear his voice. And he calleth his own sheep by name and leadeth them out. So if you're not hearing the voice of the porter, it's what? Not his sheep. Verse 4, and when he putteth forth his own sheep, he goeth before them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice. And a stranger will they not follow, but will flee from him, for they know not the voice of strangers. This parable spake Messiah unto them, but they understood not what things they were which he spake unto them. Then said Messiah unto them again, Verily, verily, I say unto you, I am the door of the sheep. All that ever came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out and find pasture. The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. Verse 11. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep.
Did David lay his life down for Israel?
Last time I checked, David gave up the ghost in the bed trying to find heat.
Even when a young virgin was beside him, right?
Correct.
The king could not get no heat. Huh? Come on, man. These guys need to get away with the garbage.
And a precept for that verse 11 is Ezekiel 34 and 23.
Ooh-wee.
Isaiah 40 and 11.
Ooh-wee.
But I'm going to read this real quick. Ezekiel 34 and 23. Ezekiel 34 and 23. And I will set up one shepherd over them, and he shall feed them, even my servant David. He shall feed them, and he shall be their shepherd. Now they'll try to link that together. Oh, David was a keeper of the sheep. He was a herder. He was a flock herder.
So what happened when the shepherd dies?
Somebody else. Somebody.
What happened when the shepherd dies?
He gonna keep him in the grave.
Wait.
Isaiah 40 and 11. Isaiah 40 and 10.
Go ahead and bring it out, bro.
Behold, the Most High Yah will come with strong hand, and his arm shall rule for him.
Is what?
His arm shall rule for him. Behold, his reward is with him, and his work before him.
Right.
He shall feed his flock like a shepherd. He shall gather the lambs.
Hold on, bro. This verse 11 you reading?
This verse 11, yes, sir.
And it says he, which is referring to the Lord, right?
That's correct.
So this ain't dealing with David, right?
No, sir.
I'm making sure. Go ahead and pick it up from the top 11. What do you say?
All right. He shall feed his flock like a shepherd. He shall gather the lambs with his arm.
With his what?
With his arm.
Go ahead.
And carry them in his bosom, and shall gently lead those that are with young. Now this said the Most High's arm,
right,
shall rule for him. So are we saying that David is the arm of the Most High?
According to them. So when that harm is cut off, what's ruling? Because David being dead would mean a harm cut off, correct? If that was the case.
Correct. He was cut off from the earth.
So they're saying the Most High is harmless now. I mean, it's just too much that comes with that. Like, it's a bunch of trash that they bring in. It's nonsense.
Yeah, man.
It's nonsense, man.
I don't know.
Like strictly nonsense.
I don't know. No, I had a lot of them. Then I had a couple of scripts that went unanswered. I kept asking, who is Proverbs 30 and 4? Who is Psalms 45, 6, and 7 talking about?
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Let's go there. Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 4.
Proverbs what, Hebrew?
Chapter 30, verse 4.
Hold on, let me get it up here. Proverbs 30 and 4, right?
Con, Sister Francesca, that's what he said. The only disciples that he respect in the New Testament is James and Mark. That's what he said.
Mm. Wow. Wow.
All right. Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 4. Who hath ascended up into heaven?
David.
Well, the script say David Sepulchre is with us to this day.
Hold on, wait. Is Proverbs considered a part of the Torah?
Well, that it would be considered a part of the Tanakh that they read.
Hold on,
They
Hebrew.
read it, right?
Hold on, Hebrew. Hold on. We don't want to show that we making stuff up. What did Acts 2 and 30 say?
Come on, man.
Therefore, being a prophet. No, hold on. I'm sorry. Let me go up with verse. Here it is, verse 29. Men and brethren, let me speak freely unto you of the patriarch David, that he is both dead and buried,
He's
and
what?
his sepulchre is with us until this day.
He is both dead and buried,
Dead and buried, right?
and his sepulchre is with us unto this day.
So that ain't David that ascended up to heaven.
He basically telling them, we know where David's sepulchre is. We can go and view his bones. He's not the resurrected Messiah.
Come on, bro. Come on, man.
Mm.
Come on, bro.
So no, David has not ascended up into heaven.
Go ahead and read, King.
Who hath ascended up into heaven?
David.
Or or descended. Now we can say he descended.
And he
went-
stayed there.
He descended.
But according to what we're reading, this says ascended up first.
Yeah.
David went down and stayed there.
Mm.
Until you get in the book of Acts, you see somebody had to, man, bro, look, man. That's what I'm saying. These cats just need to go sit down somewhere and shut up.
Mm.
Yeah, their mouth needs to be stopped.
Mm. Yes,
Go ahead
sir.
and read it, bro.
All right. Who hath ascended up into heaven or descended? Who hath gathered the wind in his fist?
David.
Bruh, you know, and now David was a mighty man, but he was made of flesh like you and I.
Come on, man.
I've tried to gather wind in my fist before. It didn't go so well.
You couldn't hold it.
I couldn't keep it.
You couldn't hold it, right?
Nah, I couldn't hold it, man. I don't know what happened. It was like it was there, but then I opened my fist and the wind was gone.
Man, let you mess around and drink you some milk and eat a bunch of nachos and see if you can hold the wind that's inside of you. Come on, man. That's why I ain't got time, bro. I ain't got time, man. Go ahead, man.
All right. Who hath bound the waters in a garment? Who hath established all the ends of the earth? what is his name and what is his son's name? If thou canst tell.
Hold on, Tuvi. You gotta read it again, man.
Hold on. Let me go and get my suit up.
You hold on, man.
Yeah, while you go
on.
get your suit on, let me read this right quick.
Go ahead, Brethren.
All right, let's go back, deal with this. Who had ascended up to heaven or descended? Let's see something. Because these clowns don't know who they dealing with. Yeah. Let's go on back down here. Let's read this. Let's get some understanding why Tuvi go get his Tanakh.
Right.
Men and brethren, let me freely speak unto you in Acts chapter 2, verse 29. The patriarch David, that he is both dead and buried, and his sepulchre is with us until this day. Therefore, being a prophet and knowing that God has sworn with an oath to him that of the fruit of his loins, according to the flesh, he will raise up Christ to sit on the throne, on his throne. I thought David was gonna sit on the throne. Where's David? Christ's gonna be sitting on the throne. We reading this now.
Right.
He's seeing this. He's seeing this before spake of the resurrection of Christ, that his soul was not left in hell, neither his flesh did see corruption. But David saw corruption.
Hold on, wait, man. Hold on, wait. David, right?
Right?
See this before spake of the resurrection of who? Himself?
Oh, I can't read that.
Come on, bruh. Come on, man.
He's seeing this before spake the resurrection of Christ. So David see the resurrection of Christ? Why he see his own resurrection?
Come on, bruh.
He seen this before spake the resurrection of Christ, that his soul was not left in hell, neither his flesh did see corruption.
Right.
This Jesus hath God raised up, whereof we all are witness. Therefore, being by the right hand of God exalted, and having received of the Father the promise of the Holy Ghost, he has shed forth this which ye now see and hear. For David is not ascended into the heavens.
Right.
For David is not ascended into the heavens, but he said himself, the Lord said unto my Lord, sit thou on my what? Right hand. That's Psalms what? 110.
Right.
Until I make thy what? Foes thy footstool.
Come on, bro.
Therefore, let all the house of Israel know assuredly that God had made that same Jesus whom ye have crucified, both Lord and Christ.
Hold on, man. Hold on, man. You know what I just, you know what I see? You know what I see right now?
What's that?
Paul was dealing with these same cats back then, man.
Exactly.
Let's go to Acts 13, bro. Let's go to Acts 13 real quick, man. Let's go to Acts 13, right? Read it from verse 26. Read 26 and read 26 to down 37.
Men and brethren, children of the stock of Abraham, and whosoever among you feareth God, to you is the word of this salvation sent. For they that dwell in Jerusalem, and their rulers, because they knew him not, nor yet the voices of the prophets which are read every Sabbath day, they have fulfilled them in condemning him.
Ooh, wait.
Same thing they're doing today.
Come on, bro. Go ahead, fam.
And through they found no cause of death in him, yet desired that they Pilate that he should be slain. Okay. And when they had fulfilled all that was written of him, where was it written?
Come
in
on.
the Torah. And when they had fulfilled all that was written of him, they took him down from the tree and laid him in a sepulchre. But God had raised him from the dead. So y'all raised him up.
Right.
And he was seen many days of them which came up with him from Galilee to Jerusalem, who are his witnesses unto the people.
Right.
And we declare unto you glad tidings, how that the promise which was made unto our fathers, God had fulfilled the same unto us, their children, and that he had raised up Jesus again, as it is also written in the second Psalms, thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee.
It is written in the where?
In the Psalms.
In the second Psalm. That's what it said, right?
Right, in the second Psalm.
Is that talking about Psalms chapter 2?
It's Psalms chapter 2, Hebrew.
So Tuvi, last night they tell us that that the book of Psalms stop at what, 72?
Yeah, 72.
Yeah.
Something like that, because they didn't want to deal with Psalms 110. They say that the Psalms stop at 72, correct?
Well,
So they got a big hurdle or stumbling block in their doctrine right here, because he says what? It is also written in the what?
In the
second Psalm.
I guess that ain't included. Maybe it starts at Psalm 3. That's what they're gonna say next.
man,
I mean,
but see,
I'm just saying.
they say that because they say that Psalm 72, the last verse of Psalm 72 say, and the Psalms of David are ended.
That ain't even what it say.
That's not what it say. It say, and the prayers of David, the son of Jesse, are ended.
Come on, man. That's why I said that these cats are gone in the wind, man. But we're gonna strengthen the people of the Most High who's serving him in spirit and in truth. It's all that simple. Read that verse again, brethren.
God had fulfilled the same unto us, their children, in that he had raised up Jesus again, as it is written in the second Psalm, thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee.
Mm-hmm.
And as concerning that, he raised him up from the dead, now no more to return to corruption. He said on this wise, I will give you the sure mercies of David.
He will give him the what?
The sure mercies of David.
Okay, go ahead and read 35. What do you say?
Wherefore he said also in another song, thou shalt not suffer thy Holy One to see corruption.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. For David, after he had served his own generation by the will of God, fell on asleep.
He did what?
Laid up. He fell on asleep.
Go ahead.
And was laid up unto his fathers and saw corruption.
And saw corruption.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And saw corruption.
So David is not the Holy One that will not see corruption.
Come on, brethren. Come on, man. Come on, man. Because what we're reading is in the Psalm, correct?
Correct. Psalm chapter 16. Psalm 16.
Hey,
I guess
verse
that
37. Verse 37. But he whom God raised again saw no corruption.
And now why is he saying that? Because even if David rose, he saw corruption. That means he was buried and was underground in the grave past 4 days. His body saw in the grave rigor mortis. That means his flesh started to corrupt in the grave. But he that the Most High raised saw no corruption. That means he was raised before his body saw rigor mortis. That means he was raised before the 4th day.
Come on, bro.
3 days and 3 nights.
And it also prophesied, in Daniel, that the Messiah is going to be cut off in what? In the midst of the week.
In the midst of the week.
Come on, man.
Ooh, hold on. Now we dealing with Psalms in Acts chapter 13. He said he was written in the second Psalms, right?
Right.
Let's get it red letter. Let me get this then too. We get that to that Tanakh, all right, Hebrew?
All right. Well, this the pseudo. I ain't got the Tanakh.
Oh well, whatever you got going on over there. I'm shooting shots at you, Hebrew. I'm just messing with you. All right, look. Hey, this red letter, right? Luke 24, ain't this red letter? Oh, it's red letter. Oh, that means Messiah said it, right?
Uh-oh.
So he said he was written in the second Psalm. So let's read this Luke 24 and 44. And he said unto them, these are the words which I spake unto you while I was yet with you, that all things must be fulfilled which were written in the law of Moses.
In the what?
In the law of Moses,
Ooh-wee.
and in the prophets, and in the Psalms concerning me.
who?
Then he said this right here. This is why they don't got no understanding, brothers and sisters. The Talmudic lights. Then opened he their understanding that they might understand the scriptures.
Oh, so Amashiach has not opened these cats' understanding. So we who have this little bit of understanding better be thankful that Amashiach opened our understanding.
Hey, we talking about raising from the dead. Then we read that in Acts 13 and in Acts chapter 2. Christ saw no corruption.
Come on, man.
All right, Luke 24:46. And he said unto them, thus it is written, and thus it behoved Christ to suffer and to rise from the dead the third day.
The third day.
Oh, that's Messiah talking right now in real time at you non-messianics.
Come on, man.
I'm done, man. I ain't got to do no more. Yeah, class over. Y'all go to bed, get you some popcorn, whatever. Class over.
Game over, man. Good night. Huh?
What you got, Tubin?
Go back to that Proverbs 30 and 4.
All right, Hebrew. No problem, my brother. Proverbs 30.
I said, well, I'm getting hot over here.
Cool down, bro. Cool down, bro. Cool down, brethren. Cool down.
Proverbs 34, right? It says, who hath ascended up into heaven or descended? Who hath gathered the wind in his fist? Who hath bound the waters in a garment? And who hath established all the ends of the earth? Right? So we know this is not David. This has to be a creator.
Come on, man.
This is someone who has created all things. Right?
Hold on, bro. 1 second. Right? Bear with me, right? According to what they say, and everything derives around David, and David run the show, and everything is about David, right? The question is this: did David came from the loins of Jesse?
Yeah, he did.
Huh?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. But according to what you're reading right here in Proverbs 30 and verse 4, right? It says, who hath established all the ends of the earth?
Oh. Couldn't be David.
Huh? So if David came out the loins of Jesse, right? So you can run that bloodline and that lineage all the way down. The earth been in existence.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's why I said these cats, man. Boy, these cats. Go ahead and read Hebrew.
Yeah. So it say who has established all the ends of the earth, right? So this has to be somebody that created all things.
Exactly.
Right. And then it says, what is his name?
Uh-huh.
And what is his son's name, if thou canst tell? So the creator has a name, and he also has a son.
Okay, so according to them, the creator is David and his son Solomon.
Right. So we're talking about this name, if thou canst tell.
Come on,
if thou canst tell, right? So really asking like, okay, tell me his name if you know his name. This is the Pseudepigrapha, right? Volume 2. Martyrdom and Ascension of Isaiah, page 157. This chapter 1, I'm going to read verse 6. Verses 6 and 7. Right? It says, in the 20th year of the reign of Hezekiah, Isaiah had seen the words of this prophecy. And had handed them to Josiah his son. And while Hezekiah was giving his commands to Josiah the son of Isaiah standing by, Isaiah said to Hezekiah the king, and not only in the presence of Manasseh did he say it to him, as the Most High lives, as the Lord lives, whose name has not been transmitted to the world. Right? That's talking about the Most High. The Most High's name has not been transmitted into the world.
Right.
And as the beloved of my Lord lives.
Mm.
Hold on. What is beloved in Hebrew? Huh? That's right, boy. It's Dalet Wa Dalet. That would translate to David. Uh-oh. Is this talking about is Isaiah prophesying to Hezekiah about David? How is he prophesying to Hezekiah about David, saying as the beloved of my Lord lives, talking about David, if David has been buried for at least what 200 years during the time of this prophecy? So how is David living if he's buried?
Let them tell it.
And during the time of the apostles, which was, I don't know, maybe 700-800 years after the death of David,
Huh.
at the least, right? Peter is still teaching the Pharisees and saying that his sepulcher is with us to this day.
Right.
But Isaiah, who lived during the time of the Assyrian captivity, it was around 700 some BC, right?
Right.
It's saying the beloved of my Lord. Who is the beloved of the Most High?
Yeshua is the beloved of the Most High.
Come on, man.
It ain't rocket science.
Hey, Tube, I gotta run. I gotta take care of the little one.
All right, bro.
Hey, no doubt, man.
Yeah, man. So it's still a lot. It's still a lot left unanswered.
Come on, man.
It's a lot left unanswered, man. Who is Shiloh in Genesis 49?
Come on, bro.
Right?
Man.
Who is the seed that the Most High is gonna raise up unto Abraham, that all the nations of the earth will be blessed?
Come on, man.
If that's Israel,
come on, bro. I mean, that's why I said these cats ain't ready for none of this. You feel me? They just trying to see. I mean, it remind me of how the adversary operate. You know what I'm saying? They just going around seeking whom they may devour. But you ain't gonna play that around here.
And then, you know, they don't deal. I don't know if they deal with the Apocrypha or not, but they don't deal with the New Testament at all.
They don't.
They deal with the prophets, right? But in the prophet Daniel, in the prophecies of Daniel, he prophesied about 4 kingdoms. You only get 2 kingdoms in the Torah and the Tanakh. Outside of Egypt, right? Egypt, Palestine, and Assyria, right? But those are not the kingdoms. Those are not the kingdoms that are prophesied in the prophecies of Daniel.
Come on.
There are 4 kingdoms, 4 major kingdoms that will rule the whole earth. And you only get 2 of those kingdoms in the Torah and Tanakh. And there's Babylon and Media and Persia.
They ain't dealing, man.
So where are the other 2 kingdoms?
They're just talking noise, bro. Making a bunch of loud noise. When you ask them questions, they tap dance and jump through the hoops and run around and just ducking and dodging and just being loudmouth.
Just being loudmouth.
That's all. Just being loudmouth. Right? Now, You finished with that, Hebrew?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Ezekiel 45. Ezekiel 45 and verse 22 and 23. What do they say?
All right. Ezekiel
That's where he
45,
went.
22 and 23.
Yes, sir. Ezekiel 45, 22 and 23, because that's where they go. And they say that's David doing this, that, and the third. And why is David offering up sacrifice for the people if a Mashiach is the sacrifice for sin?
All right. It says, and upon that day shall the prince prepare for himself,
Mm-hmm.
and for all he shall prepare,
Mm-hmm.
not offer, he shall prepare
Mm-hmm.
for himself and for all the people of the land a bullock for a sin offering.
Right.
And 7 days of the feast he shall prepare a burnt. 7 days of the feast.
7th day of the what?
Feast.
I'm glad you catch on to that. You know why? Because check this out. You can hold that right there. They went to these two verses right here, right? And saying, oh, well, why is their offering going up? Why is the prince? Because they look at the prince here and they're saying that's David. Because everywhere you read prince in the Torah, they're saying it's talking about David, right?
Right.
Now, if you jump back up in this chapter, you see the Most High giving instruction to the kings with an S, right? Or the princes of Israel, whoever they may be at the time, concerning his feast, what they are supposed to do. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you jump up, all right, just jump up to verse 17 and read it.
All right. Verse 17, it says, and it shall be the prince's part to give burnt offerings and meat offerings and drink offerings in the feasts.
In the what?
Feasts.
With an S, right?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
And in the new moons.
Okay.
And in the Sabbaths.
Okay.
In all solemnities of the house of Israel, he shall prepare the sin offering and the meat offering and the burnt offering and the peace offerings to make reconciliation for the house of Israel.
Where they get David in all this?
I don't know.
This is instruction from the Most High how to operate when the feast days come around for Israel and the solemnities. They use this to say that's David offering for him and his people. Go ahead and read verse 18, Hebrew. What it says?
Said, thus saith the Most High Yah, in the first month, in the first day of the month, thou shalt take a young bullock without blemish and cleanse the sanctuary.
So a young bullock without blemish is going to be killed to cleanse the sanctuary, correct?
That's correct.
The first day of the first month or whatever month is what?
New moon.
New moon. Right?
That's correct.
Come on. That's why I said, man, verse 19, bro. What did it say?
And the priest shall take of the blood of the sin offering and put it upon the post of the house and upon the four corners of the settle of the altar and upon the post of the gate of the inner court. And so thou shalt do the 7th day of the month for everyone that erreth.
Well, okay.
And for him that is simple, so shall ye reconcile the house.
Right.
In the first month, in the 14th day of the month, ye shall have the Passover, a feast of 7 days.
Right.
Unleavened bread shall be eaten.
That's right.
And upon that day, the prince shall the prince prepare for himself and for all the people of the land a bullock for a sin offering.
Right. So you see
And
what that was talking about, right? That's
yes,
dealing with
sir.
the peace of the Most High.
Yes, sir.
You see that? But these cats, man, they're gonna jump from these little cherry pick, all this, run around, play games, and all this stuff. Man, we ain't got time for that. We ain't got time for that around here. You feel me? So that's what that was dealing with when they run to that Ezekiel 45 and go and grab them two verses talking about that's David, this, that, and the third. Come on, bro. Get out of here with that madness, man. We ain't gonna fall for the hokey doke around here. Nah, and we gonna stand with the true servants of the Most High and defend the gospel. It's all that simple. You dig? It's all that simple, man. Hey, Hebrew.
Yes, sir.
Give me about 10 minutes. I'm gonna be right on. Give me about 10 minutes. Let me handle something right.
All right. All right. Now walk with me for a minute, because I had some questions for these Hebrews. I'm gonna call them Hebrews, but I'm not gonna call them brothers. Right? My number one question was, who is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Who is that? Let's go read Exodus chapter 3. In the Torah, who is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? I would love to hear this answer. I would love to hear this answer. Who is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Let's start at verse 1. Exodus chapter 3 and verse 1. Now Moses kept the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the backside of the desert and came to the mountain of Yah, even to Horeb. And the angel of the Most High, or the angel of Yah, appeared unto him in a flame of fire out of a bush, out of the midst of a bush. And he looked, and behold, the bush burned with fire, but the bush was not consumed. Now, anybody with the simplest reading comprehension could tell you that this is not the Most High. This is not the Father appearing to Moses in the burning bush. This is the angel of the Father appearing to Moses in the midst of the bush. Right? Simple reading comprehension skills. Simple. Right? Verse 3. And Moses said, I will now turn aside and see this great sight, why the bush is not burnt. And when the Most High saw that he turned aside, Yah called unto him out of the midst of the bush and said, Moses, Moses. And he said, Here am I. And he said, Draw not nigh hither. Put off thy shoes from off thy feet. Hold on, y'all. All right, verse 5 from the top. And he said, Draw not nigh hither, put off thy shoes from off thy feet, for the place whereon thou standest is holy ground. Moreover, he said, who is talking? Moreover, he said, I am the God of thy father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. And Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look upon God. Hold up. So Moses is seeing God with his eyes. Is that a contradiction? When the scriptures say no man can see the Father and live? So who is Moses talking to? Or who is talking to Moses? It can't be David. So who is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Clearly, he's talking to an angel. Clearly. But I would love to have that answer. Come on, teach us, Torah scholars. Right? My next question. Who led the children of Israel out of Egypt? Now, David was yet in the loins of his father, and David's father was yet in the loins of his father, and David's father was yet in the loins of his father. That can go on and on and on, right? David hadn't been born, so David couldn't have led the children of Israel out of Egypt. Just a simple process of elimination will tell you that, right? So who led the children of Israel out of Egypt? Exodus chapter 23. They don't want us to go to the New Testament, right? So we gonna prove the Messiah in the Old Testament. Exodus chapter 23, right? In verse 20. Says, behold, I send an angel before thee to keep thee in the way and to bring thee into the place which I have prepared. The Most High said he's going to send an angel before thee to keep thee in the way and to bring thee. This angel will bring thee into the place which he has prepared. Beware of him and obey his voice. Provoke him not, for he will not pardon your transgressions, for my name is in him. Now, I don't remember nowhere in the time of David's life where he had the authority or power to pardon anyone's transgressions. Not even his own. Couldn't even pardon his own transgressions. So this definitely ain't talking about David. Who is this talking about? What angel has the authority to pardon transgression? All right, verse 22. Verse 22. But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice and do all that I speak. Hold up. The Most High said, obey the angel's voice and do all that he speaks. He would be the Most High. Huh? Ain't that the same? John chapter 12. Same thing the Messiah said. Right? John chapter 12. That's what I'm looking for. John chapter 12, I think around 49. John chapter 12. John chapter 12, verse 46. Well, I'm going to jump up to 44 so we know who's talking. John chapter 12, verse 44. The Messiah cried and said, he that believeth on me, believeth not on me, but on him that sent me. So if you believe in the Messiah, you don't only believe in the Messiah, you believe in the one who sent the Messiah. 45, and he that seeth me, seeth him that sent me. I am come a light into the world, that whosoever believeth on me should not abide in darkness. And if any man hear my words and believe not, I judge him not. For I came not to judge the world, but to save the world. He that rejecteth me and receiveth not my words hath one that judgeth him. The words that I have spoken, the same shall judge him in the last day. For I have not spoken of myself, but the Father which sent me, he gave me a commandment what I should say and what I should speak. Over here in Exodus chapter 23 says, behold, I sinned. So this angel was sent by the Most High before thee to keep thee in the way. Right? Jumping down to verse 21, it says, beware of him and obey his voice, provoke him not. Right? For he will not pardon your transgressions, for my name is in him. But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice, obey the angel's voice that is sent by the Most High. Why? And do all that the Most High shall speak, then I will be an enemy unto thine enemies and an adversary unto thine adversaries. For mine angel shall go before thee and bring thee in unto the Amorites and the Hittites and the Perizzites and the Canaanites, the Hivites and the Jebusites, and I will cut them off. So the Most High sent his angel before the children of Israel to bring them into the promised land. That is the angel that was before them as a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night.
I guess that's David too.
This is the same angel that went from before the children of Israel to behind them and stood between them and the Egyptians when the Egyptians were trying to attack them and kill them after they fled from the land of Egypt.
Come on, man.
This is the same angel that moved upon the waters and split the Red Sea.
Come on, bro.
This is the same angel that brought water out of the midst of a rock. This is the same angel that took a tree and cast it into the bitter waters, and the waters were made sweet.
Come on, bro.
This angel is the bread that was rained down from heaven.
Come on, bro. So hold on, wait. Ain't this the same angel you read about just now? Where was in the burning bush?
Yes, sir.
Who say he is the God of who?
Yes, sir.
Huh? That's the same angel here.
Nah, that wasn't Michael. Let's go let's go and read a precept. Judges chapter 2. Judges chapter 2 and verse 1. Man, the elder showed me this. My eyes, I'm talking about my eyes almost popped out of my head. I said, whoa.
You said we're going to where you said we're going to, bro?
Judges chapter 2 and verse 1.
Oh, Judges.
No, that wasn't Michael. You ain't got nowhere on record. Kenaz ain't nowhere on record. You know this ain't nowhere on record in this scripture where Michael has the authority. Yeah, I know. Michael ain't got no type of authority to pardon transgression.
Dude said that yesterday.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
He said Michael is Melchizedek.
Yeah, we ain't even gonna deal with that. We ain't even gonna touch that.
All right.
That's what started the whole thing. And
Yep.
when I clicked over there to what they was going over, they got hang up on that Genesis, bro. Dealing with Melchizedek, with Abraham with bread and wine. They got hang up on that.
Come on, man.
Going at each other, confused as all hell. Going at each other. Oh no, it wasn't this. Oh no, that was the. Oh no, this. Oh this. Man, just be quiet and go sit down.
And look, the thing was, right, he came on the channel and he was saying, show where the Melchizedek priesthood is in the Torah, right? But then he on that live stream that he was doing, he was saying that Abraham or that Melchizedek that met Abraham in Genesis 14 paid tithes to Abraham because Abraham is a priest. After what order?
Come on, huh?
Because Aaron is not living.
Aaron ain't there yet.
And Levi ain't born yet. So what priesthood is Abraham after?
That's why again, Hebrew, when it comes on to these cat, man, I can't.
Abraham is a priest, but I guess he's a Levitical priest. While Abraham ain't got no sons.
Come on, bro.
Abraham ain't had not one son.
Come on, bro.
But Abraham is a Levitical priest. And the Levitical priesthood hasn't been established.
Come on, bro.
Come on, man.
Bunch of trash.
That's what, and see, this is why he ain't came on here.
Bunch of trash, man. You said what's going to Judges 2?
Yes, sir. Judges chapter 2 and verse 1.
Judges chapter 2 and verse 1, and it reads, and an angel of the Lord came up from Gilgal to Bochim and said, I made you go up out of Egypt.
Who's talking right here, Ock?
The one that came up from Gilgal? The angel of the Lord.
What he tell the children of Israel?
He said, I made you to go up out of Egypt.
Is this David?
Come on, man. That ain't David.
Is this Moses?
Come on, bro.
Come
on, man.
Go ahead, bro.
Moses himself didn't even want to go back into Egypt.
Come on, man.
Moses was like, oh no. What? You want me to go before Pharaoh?
Come on, man.
What? It says, I made you to go up out of Egypt and have brought you unto the land which I swear unto your fathers. And I said, I will never break my covenant with you.
What covenant he talking about?
Come on, bro.
If we would have kept reading it, Exodus chapter 3, it's that same covenant that he made with Jacob, the same covenant that he made with Isaac, the same covenant that he made with Abraham.
Come on, bro.
He's the angel of the covenant.
Come on, man.
Come on, bro.
But I see I can as he said how they push that doctrine. He said how they push that nonsense so confidently, huh?
Yeah, I don't understand either, Hebrew.
When you don't wanna give heed to the truth, guess what? That strong delusion will take a hold on you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you don't want to receive the knowledge of the truth. Hey, that strong delusion is on its way. You want me to keep reading Hebrew?
Nah, that's it for that.
That's it for that.
Yeah, that's it for that. Now, you know, it's so many, like I got so many scriptures dealing with that H3444.
Come on, man. But they ain't gonna deal with that. You see,
they're not gonna deal with
around that last night, man. And that boy, he can dance though. I give him that.
Yeah, man.
That boy tapped them boots and he jumping hop, boy. I'm telling you. Yeah, man. He got that down pat. Yeah. He got that down pat. Yeah.
Let's deal with this Michael. This Michael chapter 5.
Kind.
They might try to say this day. Let's deal with this Michael chapter 5.
Hey, that's Young Prince over there making noise.
Yeah, man, he over here.
That boy reminded me of Judah making that screech, man. I'm like,
Man, look, man.
you almost scared me just now.
Yeah, man. He'll look at me and then. Hey, calm down, man. He teething.
Yeah, man. All right, bro. Where we at?
Micah 5, 1 and 2.
Micah 5, 1 and 2. Micah chapter 5 and verse 1. Now gather thyself in troops, O daughter of troops. He hath laid siege against us. They shall smite the judge of Israel with a rod upon the cheek.
Now, was David a judge?
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. He was anointed by the Most High.
But was he a judge though? If I'm not mistaken, in the time of David, he had judges, but he wasn't a judge.
Come on, bro.
And when was he smote with a rod upon his cheek?
That's what I was about to say. Even if he was a judge, when was he smoked with a rod upon the cheeks?
That man, hey, he said they was dancing like them young ox on Miss Judah video. Hold on, I want to show that. Hold on.
Kid ass tripping.
Hold on, I want to show that. Hold up.
That's crazy.
Hold up. What that video is?
That's crazy.
Y'all ain't gonna be able to hear it, but just listen. I mean, just watch. I ain't gonna be able to hear it. Hold up. Let me get it together.
Y'all going on. Yeah, that kind of dance. Right there. Twist and move around. Yeah. All that they were doing last night, man. Moonwalking, skating.
What are you? Hold on, let me get a good. Hold on. That's what they were doing right here.
Right there. Crazy, man. Crazy. But nah, we don't play that around here. Nah,
look, look. This is exactly what they were doing right here.
Yep.
Let me get around it.
Yeah, they tried.
Yeah, they tried. Yeah.
Like
I read that verse 2, Hebrew. So we know, right, that David was not a judge in Israel, nor was he ever smoked upon his cheek with a rod. We know that for a fact. All right. Verse 2, Hebrew.
Verse 2. It says, but thou, Bethlehem Ephrathah, though thou be little among the thousands of Judah, Yet out of thee shall he come forth unto me, that is to be ruler in Israel.
Now, hold on. At this time, David had already been ruler, died, and still buried
Mhm,
during the time of Michael,
mhm.
which would have been around the same time, a little bit after the time of, not a little bit during, like in the midst of the prophecies of Isaiah. He was still during the time of Isaiah, right? Because Isaiah was around, like, I want to say like 724, 720 something, 720 something BC. Michael was around like 737 BC or something like that. He was 7 years after the beginning of the prophecies of Isaiah.
Right.
But they was both in the 700s BC. They weren't far from each other, right? So this is during the time of the Assyrians, the time that the children of Israel were battling or in captivity to the Assyrians. It's around that time. So David is like dead. No disrespect to David,
Right.
but he was dead.
Right. It's been
So
a while.
this-
It's been a hot minute.
It was a hot man. He was dead at least 150 years
Hot
during
minute.
this time. Dead at least 150 years during the time of this prophecy. Right? And he had already been ruler, right?
Mhm.
So he said, out of Judah shall come forth unto him that is to be, not that has already been and will be again ruler in Israel. That is to be, meaning he's never been ruler in Israel, but he's going to be ruler in Israel.
Right.
All right. Go ahead, Hebrew. Finish that off.
It says, whose goings forth have been from of old, from everlasting.
Read that part again.
It says, I'm gonna pick it up from the top. It says, but thou, Bethlehem Ephrathah, though thou be little among the thousands of Judah, yet out of thee shall come forth unto me. Yet out of thee shall he come forth unto me, that is to be ruler in Israel, whose goings forth have been from of old, from everlasting.
Now let's get this. Whose goings forth? What does going forth mean?
Right.
Right. It's Hebrew word matzah, right? Hebrew Concordance H41 63. Right? It's what they say.
Origin.
So a place of going out from, origin, place of going out to or from.
Right.
Privy, right?
Right.
A family descent, also a sword, right? Drought house going forth, right? So this say, we go back, right? But thou Bethlehem Ephratah, though thou be little among thousands of Judah, yet out of thee shall come forth unto me that is to be ruler in Israel, whose origin have been of old. What is old? What is of old?
Come on, bro.
Kadim. It says east, old, eastward, right? East, antiquity. Antiquity.
Right.
Front, that which is before. That which is before. Grab me John 17, Hebrew.
Come on, bro.
Aforetime.
Come on, man.
Huh? Front from the front, east in front, mount of the east, ancient time.
Come on, man.
Aforetime, ancient from of old, earliest time.
Come on, bro.
Anciently of old, beginning.
Beginning.
So we get to Bereshit.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
In which you have the Aleph and the Tav. In this one word. In the beginning, the Most High told the end. And at the end, the Most High told the beginning. He told the Aleph. He told the Tav and the Aleph and the Aleph and the Tav.
Right.
The Messiah said he is Aleph and Tav.
Come on, man.
He is the beginning and the ending.
Come on, bro.
The volume of the book.
Yes,
he's
sir.
He's the beginning of the book and the end of the book.
That's it.
I agree that, sir. You got that John 17?
Yes, sir.
I read that. Read that. You can pick it up at verse 5, or you can pick it up at verse 1 and read the 5.
I'm picking it up at verse 1. John 17 and verse 1. These words spake Jesus and lifted up his eyes to heaven and said, Father, the hour is come, glorify thy Son, that thy Son also may glorify thee, as thou hast given him power over all flesh, that he should give eternal life to as many as thou hast given him. And this is life eternal, that they might know thee, the only true God, and Jesus Christ, whom thou hast sent. I have glorified thee on the earth. I have finished the work which thou gavest me to do. And now, O Father, glorify thou me with thine own self, with the glory which I had with thee before the world was.
Oh, before Genesis 1 and 1.
Before. Right?
Jump down to verse 24, Hebrew.
Verse 24. Father, I will that they also whom thou hast given me be with me where I am.
Hold up, stop. He asking and praying to the Father about those that the Father has given him.
Come on, man.
If you haven't been given to the Messiah, guess what?
You ain't gonna know him.
You ain't gonna know him. You ain't gonna believe in him. And you're gonna follow another Messiah.
Oh, wait.
You're gonna follow a Messiah and not the Messiah.
Come on, man. Scary, dangerous game, man.
Guess what? You're gonna be given over to all manner of doctrine.
Come on, bro.
You're gonna be over here, you're gonna be over there, you're gonna be in Egyptology 1 minute, you're gonna be in Kemet, you're gonna be in mysticism, you're gonna be in Mithraism, you're gonna be in Hinduism, you're gonna be in Buddhism.
Man, they're gonna mess around and be in ism. The amount of ism they're gonna be in.
Come on, man. But you're not gonna be in heavenism.
Come on, man. Tripping out here.
If you're not the fathers, you're not the sons. If you're not the sons, if the Father didn't give you to the Son, you're of the world. You're Satan's. It's just that simple.
Come on, bro.
You belong to Satan.
Game over. Game over.
What we arguing about?
Mashiach already let it be known, man. All that the Father has given unto him, he shall lose none, except for who? Judas, who already betrayed him. And who is the
son of perdition?
Come on, man. Come on,
the
man.
son of the Antichrist.
Come on, bro.
And we dealing with non-anointed Negroes who are the offspring of the Antichrist.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Why would you not want to be anointed? I don't believe in the Messiah. I'm anti. A Negro literally said, I'm anti-Messiah. You literally called yourself non-anointed.
Mm.
You
See,
literally confessed to be an enemy of. I'm anti, meaning I'm against, not me. I'm just saying what they saying. They saying they are against Messiah. They're against the Messiah.
Well, we're gonna see how long they last.
They confess to be adversaries of the one who's been given all things.
Come on, man. I look at it this way, bro. All these cats, they saying this and they saying that. Okay, we're gonna sit back. We're gonna trust in the Most High and His Son, and we're gonna ride this thing on out. And when the smoke clear, we're gonna see who left standing. It's all that simple.
Come on, man.
It's all that simple, man.
Come on, man. I'd rather be corrected in doing right as much as possible and finding out that it's wrong than do wrong and find out that it's right and get punished for doing wrong all my life.
Come on, bro. Come on, man. It's crazy, bro. And the thing is this, man. If you notice, they try to come at the servants, the true servants of the Most High, in every way, form, or fashion. Because if you notice, and I'm just speaking for me and what I think, right? If you notice in the lessons, every Shabbat, majority of the Shabbat, every Shabbat, or when a lesson is going forth, right? There's always this one troll coming up in the room posting about some XXX, this, that, and the third, dating site, this, that, and the third, what's it, right? That's an individual who know what goes on and what's going on.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying, bro? That ain't no random, oh, it's just a computer tripping thing, this, that, no. You see what I'm saying? Like, bruh, that's why I see, man, when we read about wicked Israelites who went out from Israel, that ain't no joke. You hear me? That ain't no joke, man.
Facts.
Just like these cats going around trying to seduce people. You see what I'm saying? They are working for the adversary, going around seeking whom they may devour.
Seducing, deceiving, and being deceived.
You see what I'm saying? You know what the difference is between us and other men who was supposed to be leaders in Israel? We ain't no Irelands. We ain't no Irelands over here. No. We enter in through the door.
Hallelujah.
You feel me? We enter in through the door. We don't climb up no other way.
Look, because ain't no other way.
Come on, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
if you ain't going through the door, you ain't getting in.
Come on, man. You ain't gonna creep that around here or slide that around here. It don't work like that around here. Go somewhere else with that.
No, sir. My thing is, if you don't believe in the Messiah, where's your temple?
Come on, bro.
Where's your brass and altar?
Come on, man.
Where's your laver of water? Where's your altar of incense? Where's your table of showbread?
Where's the sacrifice for your sin?
Where is the high priest who is the only one that can atone for your sin? Only a high priest can atone for your sin. Where is he at? You can't call your deeds and your works your high priest.
Come on, man.
That's not a person.
Come on, bro. Just a bunch of mouth full of words that they don't even understand. Yeah.
Give me a second, bro.
Go ahead, fam. I'm going to pick up this John 17, verse 22 again. It says, and the glory which thou gavest me, I have given them, that they may be one, even as we are one. I in them and thou in me, that they may be made perfect in one, and that the world may know that thou hast sent me, and hast loved them as thou hast loved me. Father, I will that they also whom thou hast given me be with me where I am, that they may behold my glory, which thou hast given me, for thou lovest me before the foundation of the world. There we go again. From everlasting. Verse 25, O righteous Father, the world hath not known thee, but I have known thee, and these have known that thou hast sent me. And I have declared unto them thy name, and will declare it, that the love wherewith thou hast loved me may be in them, and I in them. Huh? Come on, man. These men just walking around and spewing out a whole bunch of nonsense and garbage, trying to seduce the people and try to swindle them out of their salvation. But like I said, we ain't no Irelands over here. We ain't no Irelands over here. It ain't gonna fly around these parts. It ain't.
Now I ain't heard no non-messianic breakdown of Isaiah 53, but we gonna go there and we're gonna read it. Now, matter of fact, before that, Psalms chapter 2.
Come on, bro.
Because they make a claim that the Psalms of David end in chapter 72.
Because they're trying to tap dance around that 110.
They try to tap, yeah, but who is David talking about in his Psalms chapter 2?
Come on, bro. Boy.
Start at verse 1 up.
The book of Psalms chapter 2 and verse 1. And it reads, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying,
hold up. Who is his anointed?
Let them tell you.
Because this is David. Is David talking in the third person? Let's just say David is talking in the third person. Keep reading.
Verse 3. Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure. Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. I will declare the decree. The Lord has said unto me, thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee. Verse 8. Verse 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the utmost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Verse 10. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings. Be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry and ye perish from the way, when his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him.
Mm. Who are we kissing? Who are we kissing? Solomon?
according to
If we don't kiss Solomon and make him angry, we gonna perish in the way.
according to them and what they trying to spew out.
Huh. So we blessed if we put our trust in Solomon?
Come on, the scriptures are cursed by the man that put his trust in man.
Huh. You talking about Solomon that made idol gods for his wives.
Come on, bro. You can't put your trust in man. According to the word of the Most High. He said, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and make flesh his own. So right out the gate, that's a no-go. Right out the gate. It's a whole bunch, man, that these cats got to deal with, but they ain't ready.
Nah, they ain't ready.
They ain't ready. They ain't hitting on nothing, man. They ain't hitting on nothing. The worst part about it is you ask a question and it ain't no answer being given.
At all.
A tap dancing and running around, we ain't got time for that. But one thing you ain't finna do is try to come over here to swindle these people out of their salvation. Nah, we ain't gonna sit down and allow you to do that. That ain't gonna slide around here. Nah, we gonna stand up and we gonna defend the gospel of the Most High. It's all that simple. And exhort our brothers and sisters. Because we already read what the thief cometh to do what?
Steal, kill, and destroy.
You understand what I'm saying? So they robbers. They climbing up some other way. But you ain't taking nothing from around here because you ain't dealing with no Ireland. So when we ain't no Ireland and we ain't running, we ain't gonna leave the sheep. Nah, we standing 10 toes down and our boots on the ground.
Hey,
if you go too far, we'll pick them boots up and put it somewhere you don't even want to know.
I'm read this guy made a comment 1 minute ago. 1 minute ago, it says they had a live stream today, and it seems their following was cut short. Their supporters probably saw them getting cooked, so they want us to go on their channel so they control the convo.
So basically, they're running.
Basically, I didn't put the link in the chat and everything. Come on, man.
We ain't finna do that.
Come on, man.
Anything going down here, we deal with things in decency and order. We men over here. We ain't little boys.
That's what it is.
Over here. It ain't gonna be like what y'all did on y'all stream.
Come on, man.
Running around and child play and all that. No, we ain't got time for that. No, we gonna be men and deal with this stuff and open the book up, and y'all gonna be men and answer the question that's being asked. That's where you need to be.
Come on, man.
And let the Most High be truth and every man a lie, and see what's being really said or what's going on. Talking is trash. Talking trash. No, we ain't got time for that, man. We ain't got time for that. Matter of fact, you got anything else you want to bring out, Hebrew? Because I'm about winding down.
Yeah, man. If they ain't gonna come on, man, we can. You know, I got plenty more, but you know, even though we empty in the clip, the clip's still full. But yeah. I mean, we've been going for 2 hours, and you know, I ain't heard nothing or seen nothing from the other side yet. So yeah, I mean, we can pretty much shut it down. I believe we've solidified our point at this point.
Come on, man. At the end of the day, man, it's all praises, glory, and unto the Most High God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and His only begotten Son, our Messiah, the King. All right. And I want to say shout out to all the family out there tuning in on the live stream, who about to watch it. I pray that y'all continue to stay girded, stay 10 toes down, trusting in the Most High. And let the Most High word be truth and every man a liar at the end of the day. And don't let nobody swindle you out of your salvation, because they out there and they seeking people to be devoured. So keep your guard up at all times, fam. Most High be with y'all. Most High bless y'all and cause His face to shine upon y'all and give y'all peace. But yeah, Hebrew, I'm gonna go ahead, man, and Most High willing try to get me a few Z's in.
Catch some Z's.
Yeah, man, because I got a few things I gotta catch up with, and Most High willing, I'll be heading y'all way sometime in tomorrow. Most High willing.
Most High willing.
Yeah, man.
All praise.
Hey, no doubt.
Hey, get your rest, Hebrew. Most High willing, we'll wrap it up tomorrow.
No doubt, fam. No doubt. All right, fam. Shalom, shalom. Right. Y'all have a blessed night, and y'all rest well, fam.
Hallelujah. Likewise, Hebrew.
Hallelujah. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, family.